In the almost a year that I've lived in Greater Manchester, one thing I've not done yet is explore the Metrolink system. So I'm at East Didsbury, and today I'm going to do just that. Well, I've made it as far as Chorlton. There's quite a funny reason I've come here, but I'm just on the main road now. Bridge here is quite tall, can't see over it, but put the camera over it. Just looks like a railway. It does just look like a railway. Ooh, good walking and cycling infrastructure. Ooh, more good cycling infrastructure. Alright, I couldn't find what I wanted, which was a sign saying the full name of the place, which is Chorlton cum Hardy. I thought it was funny. Oh well, let's get back on the tram.
Even though you're on a single bed. You're on a single bed. Oh, okay. There was one.
I'm at St. Peter's Square and it's the busiest stop on the network. It's not hard to see why. 4 platforms and like all the tracks converge here. I am now going to go head back the way I came, but only 2 stops to Cornbrook. So I am just now leaving at Cornbrook. This is the 10th most busy, most used station on the network. Not for the reasons you'd expect, maybe. There's not really much here if you leave the station. It's actually because basically every service, except for the ones that branch off to Piccadilly, stops here. So the vast majority of station usage is due to interchanges. That all being said, there is a main road here with a lot of residential buildings. So I have seen some people walking to the tram stop, which is just up there. But again, the vast majority of usage at the station is interchanges. Right, let's head 1 stop further along to Pomona. You'll see why. So just 1 stop later, a few hundred meters, and this is the least used station on the entire network. We're still like right next to Manchester city centre. I can see it, but barely anyone uses the station because there's just nothing here. Now don't get me wrong, it is quite pretty with the Manchester Ship Canal and all the buildings on the other side, but there's a tram stop, there's another one just across the canal, so if you're going to use anything on that side, you would just use that stop. And I think that's the reason why Pomona gets so little use. Right, let's go somewhere completely different now.
National Rail and free buses around the city centre.
I'm now on the other side of the city centre. I'm at Central Park, and the reason I've come here is just because of this big structure that goes over the station. I don't know why it's there, I don't know why it exists, but it looks cool, so I guess that's all you need. So this is what it looks like from street level. Again, I don't know why it exists, but you know, sure thing, why not? Right, let's go one more stop on this line because the next stop is arguably even more interesting. Alright, so I'm at Newton Heath and Moston station, and you've got a single platform but two tracks. And if you're keen-eyed, you might notice that this second track does not have overhead wires above it. And that's because Metrolink services in both directions use this platform that I'm standing on. And the track next to us just goes in and out of the Newton Heath maintenance depot for National Rail Services, which you can actually see just over there. I felt a bit weird filming by myself in a cafe, but I had a cheese toastie and a chocolate muffin for my lunch. Okay, so I've made my way to Besses of the Barn. I think that's how you pronounce the name of this place. This is the part of the video that I am predicting I'll be corrected on the most. So I did a bit of research about the etymology of this place because it's an interesting name. That's the whole reason why I've come here. And so my research says that a long, long time ago, in this village, which is now just a suburb, there was a pub that looked like a barn ran by someone named Bess or Bessie. So people would say, oh, should we go see Bessie at the barn? And that kind of morphed into the name of this place. So, sure, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Either way, it's an island platform, tram stop here. It's by the M60. Not much else to say. I'm gonna wait for the next tram to Bury, so that's in the direction that I just got off a tram for, but I've got time. The stops get really far apart as we go north out of Manchester on this line. This, like with much of the Metrolink network, very clearly used to be a national rail station. You can see the bits of the platform that they fenced off. There's more at the other end. So the platforms did used to be able to accommodate much longer trains, than the trams they're designed for now. So just for reference, this is where we are right now, and you can very clearly see, as I said, the big distance between the last few stops. Right, let's get on, shall we? Alright, I've made it to Bury Interchange. I'm not even going to leave the station. I'm going to go straight back out on that tram, and I'm going to go almost the full route all the way to Altrincham. It's a long way. I'm going to go to the stop before Altrincham, and you will see why. Okay, so I've made it to Navigation Road. This is very cool. It is also a single platform, and you might say, oh, but there's two platforms here. There are. One is for the trams. Trams go in both directions down this platform, and trains go in both directions down that platform. One train an hour, 2 trains an hour during peak times at that platform in each direction. So yeah, it's a very interesting setup, a very space efficient setup. So yeah, I think it's quite cool. I'm going to go to Altrincham on the next tram, and that is where we will end today's video. Alright, I have made it to Altrincham, which is where we are going to end today's video. It's a very cool place. The interchange serves trams and trains and buses kind of all in one place. So very, very useful. But yeah, I've enjoyed today a lot. I hope you have too. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you in another video. Goodbye.